A 7-minute voice note isn't a conversation. It's a podcast. You don't reply to a podcast, you endure it, and that's the first invisible rule of WhatsApp. If someone sends you a lecture in voice form, your job isn't to argue, it's to survive. That's the baseline now. Last week my grandson spoke in stickers. A laughing cat, a spinning heart, a banana with sunglasses. I smiled, nodded, and realized we'd reached the linguistic singularity. There was nothing to reply to except maybe a thumbs up, meaning I've seen it, it's fine, move on. Back when phones had busy signals, silence meant wait. Someone was there, just occupied. On WhatsApp, silence is different. It's not avoidance or rejection, it's usually just settings. The other person might have turned off read receipts, muted the chat, or gone invisible to stay sane. The app made communication feel personal by accident. WhatsApp became the living room of modern contact, not as loud as social media, not as formal as email, just private enough to pretend it's intimate. It's conversation, announcement, and broadcast, all tangled together and constantly overlapping. Someone sends a photo of dinner, someone else forwards a meme, a few drop emojis instead of words. It feels alive but hollow, like a table where everyone talks but nobody listens. Yet people use it constantly. It replaced the casual call, the quick visit, the small check-in. In doing so, it built its own dialect. You don't type hello anymore, you send a waving hand. You don't say goodbye, you vanish. The ticks tell the truth. 1 gray means sent, 2 gray delivered, 2 blue accountability. That last one, the blue, carries unexpected emotional weight. People disable the blue tick to keep peace. It removes the need for explanation. Technology becomes a polite excuse. The new etiquette lives in quiet signals, response time, tone, or even whether a sticker counts as a sentence. Courtesy turned into code, kindness into system logic. So what do thumbs, ticks, and last seen really mean? When decoded, they're not personal at all. They just look like they are. Voice notes under 30 seconds are fine. Over 3 minutes, they're a treaty violation. The 1.5x button is survival, not rudeness, a new social reflex. Each culture inside WhatsApp has rhythm. Families treat it like a scrapbook. Work teams, a feelings spreadsheet. Old friends use it as reunion theater. It's not just a messenger, it's a mirror reflecting how we want connection to feel. Quick, simple, always on, somehow meaningful. When people say left on read, it's misplaced expectation. The green dot means online, not available, yet the brain confuses the two. So small digital frictions turn into emotional ones. Conversations stretch infinitely but grow thinner, each message floating in the crowded scroll. We still use it because it's frictionless. Replying with a thumbs up feels efficient, even considerate. But that symbol holds nuance, agreement, dismissal, or silent shutdown. Forwarded messages without comment feel mechanical. Add one line, thought of you, and suddenly it's human again. Eventually, we stop taking it personally. The ticks, emojis, and silences form a language, WhatsApp's quiet grammar. Once you see it as structure, not sentiment, the drama fades. It's just a tool, a mirror for modern connection. Fast, messy, practical. Reachable doesn't always mean available. The tricky thing about WhatsApp isn't the app itself. It's the translation. Everyone's using the same buttons, but speaking slightly different dialects. You send a message with care, they answer with a single emoji. You share a paragraph. They respond with a thumbs up, and it feels mechanical. That moment of silence between your message and theirs isn't rejection, it's efficiency. In WhatsApp language, a thumbs up usually means, got it, handled, we're done. The platform is less about talking than signaling acknowledgement. The blue ticks close the loop silently, without fanfare or warmth. Voice notes sit in their own class. Under 30 seconds, they're fine. Over a minute, they're indulgent. Beyond 3, they're a test of endurance. That's when listeners quietly hit 1.5x speed. It's not disrespect. It's survival, a courtesy wrapped in quiet digital fatigue. Last seen used to mean connection, now it means exposure. It's not intimacy anymore, it's inventory. People hide it for peace of mind. Turning it off isn't cold, it's boundary setting. In a world of constant signals, last seen became one of the few forms of silence left. Muting a group doesn't mean indifference, it means sanity. Family threads, work groups, endless updates, they all run without pause. Muting is a digital version of closing a door. You're still present, just not hostage to every sticker or notification vibrating in your pocket. Forwarding has its manners too. A forwarded message without comment feels mechanical. Add a simple "thought you'd like this," and it turns human again. The same meme shifts tone based on a few added words. On WhatsApp, context is currency. It's how people show attention without performance. Group chats now act like neighborhood bulletin boards. Each has types: the oversharer, the ghost, the grammar police, the one sending endless. The rule is simple: reply in context. Don't flood the room. Keep it short, relevant, and leave space for everyone else to breathe. This isn't new behavior, just a faster version of old ones. Party lines, chain letters, and voicemail. Every generation had its noise. We just digitized it. Emojis and ticks replaced pauses and tone, filling gaps that voices used to handle naturally through pacing and pause. Digital timing changed emotional timing. A delay used to mean you were busy. Now it feels like a verdict. Left on read sounds personal, but it's not. People are grocery shopping, on calls, or recharging. The trick is remembering that delay is logistics, not emotion. Sarcasm doesn't translate well. Dry humor dies mid-text. That's why people pad their lines with ellipses or emojis. It's tone management. The same joke that lands over coffee can sound cold on a screen. So people decorate sentences to soften what the app strips away. Every tick emoji and pause adds up to modern manners. Messaging now has its own rhythm: quick, clipped, polite. The drama fades once you stop expecting conversation and start seeing structure. K isn't rude, it's efficient. The medium forces brevity and turns replies into signals. WhatsApp didn't invent confusion, it just formalized it. It's another version of how people stay civil, light, polite, detached. A thumbs up isn't neglect, it's fluency. We're all learning the same shorthand now, decoding noise, and finding quiet inside the constant, humming scroll of connection. Maybe the real misunderstanding isn't with WhatsApp, it's with how we read it. We still treat messages like letters, expecting tone, context, and closure. But WhatsApp isn't postal service, it's traffic lights. The signals are quick, constant, and meaningful only if you understand their rhythm. Most friction comes from expecting conversation where the app only offers coordination. A thumbs up isn't a sentence, it's punctuation. A pause isn't emotion, it's bandwidth. Once you stop reading every emoji as a mood swing, it all starts to make sense. The system isn't cold, it's concise. We've survived every communication overhaul the past decades could throw at us. From dial-up tones to voicemail trees to chaotic, reply-all emails. Now it's WhatsApp, faster, louder, and always on. The puzzle remains the same. How to stay polite while staying sane in endless digital chatter. What changed is the scale. We once managed letters and calls, now it's hundreds of check-ins a week. Each notification is a tiny social test. Exhaustion isn't failure, it's compression. The pace of contact condensed into icons and ticks, turning paragraphs into fragments of presence. When someone sends a heart emoji, don't overanalyze. It's warmth, not a declaration. The challenge isn't decoding meaning, but resisting overreading it. Fluent users reply when it matters, mute what doesn't, and know silence speaks clearly. It's not detachment, it's adaptation. Civility version 5.0. Acceptance is the quiet shift. You don't need every feature to belong, you need rhythm. WhatsApp's etiquette isn't written, it's felt. Thumbs, ticks, GIFs, they're shorthand for tone. The longer you use it, the more you see it's not rude, just efficient. Humanity meeting bandwidth limits. If it still feels strange, that's natural. Platforms evolved faster than instincts. But adaptation isn't youth, it's human. Every new medium starts as chaos, then settles into background noise. WhatsApp will too, becoming routine conversation, half icons, half silence, entirely familiar again. So maybe the point isn't that communication got colder, it's noticing people still try. They send photos, react, and forward thoughts. The packaging changed, not the care. A long voice note still means effort. A thumbs up still acknowledges presence. Connection now fits the tempo of our lives. When WhatsApp's chaos looks like structure, resistance fades. Green dots, ticks, and typing bursts stop feeling like traps. Everyone's improvising the same shorthand. It's not emotional distance, it's efficiency. A fluent code for a world that prizes reachability over ritual, built for busy hearts. Old social rules didn't vanish, they adapted. Call me when you're home became a blue tick. Thinking of you became a forward. Let's catch up became coffee cup stickers. Small gestures scaled into daily civility, showing how empathy industrialized without disappearing entirely. For older users, the change brings relief and fatigue. No need to chase every update or slang. Just know when to reply, react, or let silence stand. Treat technology like traffic, not theater. You flow through it. You don't perform within it. Awareness becomes the new etiquette. WhatsApp isn't rude, it's efficient to confusion. The task is adjusting expectations, not apps. Last seen yesterday isn't neglect, it's boundary. People are still there, simply choosing when to answer. That's not disconnection, it's balance. Communication stripped to essence. Seen, received, understood.